Welcome to week 3. And I want to remind you, beginning, always spend some time looking at the resources. The Paul and Elder, chapter 1 and 2, listening to the Paul and Elder tape, and then doing some other look at other resources. The Career Center, you are going to talk about the Career Center in your paper. And not only that, but this is available to you after you graduate as well, the Career Center. It's an ongoing resource you can use. There are two discussions. One will ask you to think again about the possible project, developing a problem of practice reflection. This one asks you to begin to look at resources and your assumptions. So again, a very general look. You're not nailing down a specific problem right now as much as you're looking at the area. The first discussion asks you about critical thinking. How do you think critically? What strategy do you use to move from summary to analysis to synthesis? So this is part of that. It's a very busy week. Obviously, 2 discussion posts and the assignment. The assignment is a reflection paper. It's 4 to 6 pages. 4 is probably plenty. You will use 12-point Times New Roman always throughout the program, double space. So these are things that you'll do in every paper throughout the course. The paper follows a sample course template. Let's look at the paper itself first, though. Here's what it's going to be: title page, introduction, professional purpose, professional attributes. Each of these could be a separate section of your paper. So when you look at the sample course paper, this template is linked from the directions. All you have to do is fill it in. You can click right here, you get the header, and then put the correct title of the paper there. The title of your paper goes here. So use this template, just fill it in. And then the title of your paper is, you don't put introduction. You put the title of your paper and it matches the same thing as there. Then part 1, the level 1 headings. And it has some level 2 headings to the left, but as it says right here, you can use just all level 1 headings if the paper's only a few pages. So I suggest you use all level 1 headings, and that each one of those headings match these paper. This is what your paper is supposed to do. So this could be part 2. Part 1, you put the title of your paper and a little introduction. Part 2, part 3, all Roman numerals, and then the conclusion. So you could use that, all level 1 headings. And format is such an important part of scholarly writing, so this is a good introduction to that. Now, this template says review the meal plan. Composition teachers may recognize that term, and it refers to main idea, evidence, analysis, and link, MEAL. So every paragraph should have a main idea supported by evidence with some analysis of how that, and then a link of all this together. So the meal plan is just making sure you have the topic sentence, the evidence, you analyze the evidence, and then you linked it to the main idea. So that's just a general idea of how to develop paragraphs. So big week. Also, there's something here. It says to submit to self-assign, safe-assign. Safe-assign will help you see whether or not you have correctly used the citations. And so the explanation of that and how to do that. And the other thing, smart thinking, they will give you, you submit this as smart thinking. Now you have to give it early in the week if you want that, because they will give you feedback on the paper, different things that will help you with that. So a lot of focus on writing and thinking this week. I look forward to reading your. Oh, one more thing I want to remind you: you have to have at least 2 references in here in the rubric. So 2 references, and they can be anywhere in the paper, but at least 2 pieces of research to support your paper using the APA format. And again, as you look at the APA format with this, the references page, a couple of things, it's a separate page. A couple of things that people sometimes miss: the titles of journals and books are italicized, not the titles of the articles. There's nothing. This is the article, this is the journal. You indent the second line of that, and it's alphabetical. And you use the DOI number. If there is no DOI number, then you make the link to the journal itself. And here's a trick that'll help you, how to indent that. You go to paragraph, just type your reference, and then go to paragraph, click right here in Word, and then it will come up and it will ask you about the indentation. And you go to special, you go to hanging indent, Click on that, and you click OK, and that's going to click this over. We have to highlight the reference first and click hanging under special, click OK, and when it comes up, it automatically indents. So it's a second line, and there's a tool to help you do that. Well, hope this has been helpful. Best of luck to you. Let me know if I can help you in any way this week.